You're now watching Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are the headlines. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính directive sets key tasks to boost economic growth and speed up public investment, targeting at least 8% GDP growth in 2025. Cần Thơ Military Headquarters launched the 2025 Training and Lightning Speed Victory Emulation campaign on March 3rd. Prime Minister Decision 452 approves the National Higher Education Plan for 2021-2030 with a vision to 2050. Top news today. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has signed a directive outlining key tasks and solutions to boost economic growth and accelerate public investment disbursement, aiming to achieve a national growth target of at least 8% in 2025. Recognizing the ambitious 8% growth target for 2025 as a demanding yet crucial objective, the Prime Minister directive underscores the necessity for decisive action to unlock economic resources and foster sustained growth. To this end, the Ministry of Finance is tasked with expediting tax and fee relief proposals, aiming for implementation before March 15, 2025, while simultaneously strengthening revenue management, particularly in the digital economy, with full digitalization targeted by the second quarter of 2025. The State Bank is directed to rigorously monitor and lower lending interest rates, ensuring affordable credit access for businesses and individuals, thereby stimulating economic activity. Furthermore, the directive calls for expanding credit programs for the agricultural and housing sectors, including a significant increase for forestry and fishery, and the development of preferential packages for young home buyers, all aimed at bolstering key economic drivers and achieving the challenging growth target. On the morning of March 3rd, the Cần Thơ City Military Headquarters held a ceremony to commence the 2025 training campaign and inaugurate the Lightning Speed Victory Peak Emulation campaign. For 2025, the Cần Thơ City Armed Forces training will prioritize the thorough implementation of each subject's training motto, emphasizing synchronous and in-depth training, practical application, and proficiency in technical weapons and equipment. Military training will be closely integrated with political education, and drills will be conducted at all levels in diverse formats to ensure readiness in all scenarios. Night, mobile, and high-intensity training will be strengthened, with the training period spanning from March 3rd to December 15, 2025. At the ceremony, Mr. Tuyên, Vice Secretary of the City Party Committee and Chairman of the City People's Committee, urged party committees and commanders of agencies, units, and localities to diligently implement the 2025 Combat Training Order of the Commander of Military Zone 9, along with relevant resolutions from the City Party Committee and the City People's Committee. He emphasized the need for strong leadership to enhance training quality, ensure adequate facility and training grounds for all condition training, and cultivate officers and soldiers with unwavering resolve and combat readiness. Following the dissolution of the District Traffic Police Team, the Cần Thơ City Traffic Police Department will be responsible for all traffic patrol and control operations on all roads within the city beginning March 1st, 2025. The Cần Thơ City Traffic Police Department has strategically deployed specialized teams and stations across key thoroughfares, including National Highway 1, 61C, Nam Sông Hậu, 80, 91, and 91B, alongside 10 provincial roads and all district roads to rigorously enforce traffic regulations. These units will focus on patrolling, controlling and strictly addressing violations of the law on traffic safety and order, with the primary objective of reducing traffic accidents and promptly responding to traffic conflicts, congestions, and accidents. Complementing this effort, local police forces in communes, wards, and towns will patrol and address localized violations, such as illegal encroachment on traffic corridors by vendors, drivers operating without helmets or rearview mirrors, and improper parking. According to a representative from the Traffic Police Department of the Ministry of Public Security, local police will process driver license renewal applicants during all hours on Saturdays. On the inaugural day of the Traffic Police Department's expanded driver license services, commencing March 1st, Local police processed 391 applications for issuance and renewal, with 334 submitted in person and 47 via the public service portal. To further enhance accessibility, the department announced that beginning March 8, application processing will extend throughout Saturdays, moving beyond the current morning-only schedule. For in-person transactions, applicants can visit designated police headquarters at the commune, ward or town level, or the traffic police department of the provincial or municipal police. Alternatively, individuals may utilize the National Public Service Portal for online applications, selecting the Chain Driving License service and adhering to the provided instructions. Decision number 452, issued by the Prime Minister, has approved the National Plan for Higher Education and Pedagogical Institutions Network from 2021 to 2030, with a long-term vision to 2050. The Prime Minister Decision 452 sets a vision for higher education, aiming for public institutions to make up 70% of the national training scale by 2030, ensuring high-quality human resources and equitable access. Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City National Universities will be elevated to leading Asian institutions, while Huế and Da Nang universities will become national universities with a research focus. These institutions will prioritize postgraduating training, scientific research, and innovation in key fields. Tai Nguyen University will be upgraded, and regional universities in the North Central, South Central, Central Highlands, and Mekong Delta will be developed, with Vinh, Nha Trang, Tây Nguyên, and Cần Thơ universities as key hubs. Tây Bắc Universities is set for regional status post-2030. Following the Prime Minister directive aimed at curbing excessive deposit interest rate increases, many banks have made minor downward adjustment. This action represents a shift away from the prevailing trend of rising interest rates. In response to the Prime Minister's call for stricter control over interest rates, Vietbank, BV Bank, MSB, and Exim Bank have lowered saving interest rates by 0.1% to 0.4% for both counter and online deposits. The Prime Minister has also instructed the State Bank to intensify its market oversight and ensure rigorous enforcement of interest rate regulations. Furthermore, commercial banks are required to increase transparency by publishing lending interest rates and credit packages on their websites, and the government has reinforced its commitment to addressing unfair interest rate competition. According to the Vietnam Food Association, the price of Vietnam 5% broken rice rose slightly to $393 per ton last week, halting an 11-week consecutive decline. Traders in An Giang province report a resurgence in demand as processors and exporters increase their procurements from farmers, coinciding with the peak harvest season of the winter-spring crop, which is also increasing supply. The Vietnam Food Association anticipates the Philippines will remain Vietnam's primary rice importer, building on last year's $2.6 billion in exports to that market. In the global rice market, Indian export prices for rice have reached a 20-month low due to subdued demand and ample inventories. Meanwhile, Thai rice market has experienced a slowdown as buyers postpone purchases, with Thai 5% broken rice prices currently ranging from $415 to $420 per ton, remaining largely stable compared to the previous week of $420 per ton. The Ô Môn District Military Command conducted a military sports day, coupled with an Olympic-style running event for public health on March 3rd morning. The ceremony saw the participation of over 70 officers and soldiers from the District Military Command and 7 Ward Military Command, who engaged in a jog around the District Command grounds, heeding the call to all people to exercise following the example of Great Uncle Ho. This activity was designed to encourage physical exercise, sports, and enhance combat readiness within the district armed forces. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.